Can Pepe last longer than Dogecoin and Shiba Inu? The talk about that is going to happen in this movie. I'm going to talk about the frog. Guys, just so you know, I own all three of these cryptocurrencies, and this isn't always FUD against Dogecoin or SHIB. I do believe in all three of them. Our only goal is to ask the question, but I do want to say that I don't really agree with the idea that Pepecoin will become the most popular joke coin in crypto. But let's not get too carried away with that, okay? So outdo Doge and SHIB are the best bets for price growth right now. Okay, let's get to it. I'm sure my thoughts are always with you guys. Keep in mind that none of this is business advice. In the crypto space, these are just my ideas and comments about what I'm doing. Make sure that you all do your own study and are careful. Let's get started. Also, if you're new to the channel, that's great. I love seeing new people, so please leave a message. Is it possible for this to happen? Do you think Pepe will do better next time, or do you still believe Doge and SHIB? Yes, please tell me in the comments below. But first, make sure you follow me on YouTube and X, and please hit that like button, okay? Let's get right to it. We're going to look into this, but first let's talk about Pepe during the day. And if we look at Pepecoin in more detail, you can see that it's currently ranked 19th by market cap and is down 1.5% for the day. In fact, they did move up one spot, more so because they just didn't have as much of a red day as other people did. But it's been fun to see the market value reach $8.12 billion, right? 17 times in the past year. You might wish I hadn't traded it so long ago, right? I wish I had put it away and held Pepe from the start. But now that we look at Pepecoin, there's a good chance that we might see Pepe lose a zero. That's the big question now. Before we go any further, I'd like to share some of my favorite. At the moment, Doge and SHIB are two of the most talked about cryptocurrencies, but I believe Pepe is less important. I wanted to make that clear again. That doesn't mean that this is FUD against Doge and SHIB. It's more of a comment about how well all cryptos can do. I believe all cryptos can fit in. I believe that competition is very important. It leads to success. Yes, I agree that talking about one crypto over another does take some of the market cap away. But if we really get where we want to go, guys, I don't see anywhere on earth where Doge, SHIB, and Pepe can't all do well. And I think that's kind of how we should think, instead of just saying, okay, Dogecoin is going to win. They might fail sometimes, but I don't see a way that all three of them can fail, okay? I'd like to talk about this story. Let's look at this study from an expert, Max Schwartzman, CEO of BIT, which was published in Crypto Basic, because Bitcoin, okay? We are going to talk about this for a while, and I will share my thoughts with you at the end. But first, I want to tell you about today's channel sponsor. This is one of my favorite conversations with this partner. They have a great futures platform, which is another reason I'm talking about it. There are no fees for spot trade. If you buy futures, click on my link below and get 10% cash back, up to $1,000. If you put $1,000 into your account, you'll get $100 back. The same goes for deposits of $10,000. You'll get $1,000 back. Who doesn't like free money these days? We're going to talk about this a bit more. After a while, I'll tell you guys more about what I'm doing here on BidFi. But before you click on my link, make sure you know their agreement and know how they handle Know Your Customer, KYC. But if you want to start trading with Build Your Dream Finance, please use the tools below. That's where we'll look into this, right? They're pumping Bitcoin 10000 right now. I think that's because we've been going a little too fast. But I still believe that crypto is the best place to bet on the rise. As we look at it now, Dogecoin has 221%, Pepe has 125%, and Shiba Inu has 53%. That was in the last 30 days. Now, it's time to talk about the other two cryptocurrencies in the top 100. Bonk and Floki. But it's important to note that even with these price increases, Pepe could still go ahead of Dogecoin, okay? Saying that the meme sector will decide where the top of the Bitcoin market is. Let's talk about this now, okay? This came from a tweet from November 23rd, which was a few days ago, and said that the meme coin was both alpha and beta in this bull cycle. During the last run, Dogecoin was the beta and SHIB was the alpha. And this time it would be the first against the third largest by market cap, which is Pepe. Okay, so kind of this is where we get to the link between the two tokens. This is where the crypto secret sauce is. That's how he looks at Pepe and Doge. I'd like to talk briefly about Dogecoin because this is where we look at this interesting trend and how they figure out the top of the cycle.